Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
And good afternoon. Once again, the news continues this midday, and we're tracking your chances for snow this Halloween.
Unbelievable, huh? Rain has been moving across the bluegrass this afternoon, but snowflakes could be mixing in tonight. This is a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day, in part because of all that's going on and the timing of this. And here's meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. Is we have a First Alert Severe Weather Day. No severe weather expected, but this is just to get you up to date. Say, hey, we have a lot going on. Halloween's happening, a lot of things happening downtown with Garth Brooks and a lot of traveling. So just to get you aware, hey, we're going to be seeing some pretty treacherous travel conditions due to a lot of rain and also some snow mixing in tonight and into tomorrow. Kind of tilt this thing on First Alert Defender Live Radar, getting a little bit of a break here and there from first batch to the next batch. And this next one is the one that's going to be blasting through here, giving us rain at first. A lot of wind, and also that cooler temperature will be in here to knock down these temperatures. That's when you start to see that transition to snow. 40s outside right now, no real 50s. Trick-or-treat forecast. Let's go to 6 to 8 p.m. You're talking 38 degrees. It'll be cold. It will be windy. You're talking anywhere from 15 to 20 mile per hour winds, along with gusts even higher than that. And also rain. And like I said earlier, a lot of you saying, well, is it going to snow on my kids? Well, you better hope it'll snow than rain. You don't want rain falling on you at 38 degrees and gusty winds. If it's going to be cold, let it snow. So that's what it looks like around here. It just looks like a mess. I'll really jot down the forecast going into the night and into tomorrow morning, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, ready or not. Thank you, Micah. Central Kentucky road crews are preparing for the potential snow that may be happening tonight and into the weekend. The blast of winter could make some slick spots on the roadways. Scott County road crews tell us that they're on standby and could mobilize in about 30 minutes if necessary. 2,000 tons of salt arrived in June to help prepare for this early arrival of winter.
Normally, we go to thinking about this around Thanksgivings, and between, Thanksgivings and the 1st of December, try to get everything ready to roll. But this is quite early this year, and it kind of puts a scare into you that you need to have some equipment ready.
Normally, roads crews say they treat the roads about 15 times in an average winter season, but last year it was so tough, Scott County road crews treated those roads 37 times. Well, along with the potential for snow this Halloween, country music superstar Garth Brooks is also in town. Big crowds are expected, the city hoping to avoid a traffic nightmare tonight in the downtown Lexington area.
Now, getting fans in and out of Rupp Arena is a priority for emergency management and Lexington police. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is outside the Lexington Center now, live previewing tonight's parking plans. Kristen, what about it?
Barbara, Lexington police want to make it very clear. They have two options if you're headed to the concerts tonight on where to park. Now, if you're coming for the earlier concert, I believe that one's at 6:30, they want you to park in the lots that are on High Street and Manchester Street. If you're attending the later show, they want you to park in the lot by Old Frankfort and New Circle Road, and from there, take a shuttle to Rupp Arena. Now, crews have been preparing for the crowds for months now, ever since Garth Brooks announced he was coming here to Lexington. 80,000 people are expected to be downtown. And with that in mind, police are stressing the importance of patience as well as leaving well in advance of when you want to be downtown. And if you are confused at all about where you need to head to make sure that you get to the concerts, to get downtown, Lexington police have about 6 different routes mapped out. They are recommended routes on where they want you to go to be able to park. And we have a full list of that on our website, WKYT.com. Live downtown, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
And here is another look at the recommended parking areas. If you're going to the 6:30 shows tonight or tomorrow, be sure to park in the High Street and Manchester Street lots near Rupp. Now, if you're attending the late shows this weekend, you're asked to park in the lot at Old Frankfort and New Circle and then take the shuttle to Rupp Arena.
Well, with thousands of extra people in town for the Garth Brooks concert and less than ideal weather conditions, here are some important safety tips to remember if you're going to be out trick-or-treating tonight with your children or even out there driving. Experts at the University of Kentucky say twice as many children are killed while walking on Halloween than any other day of the year. They remind you to make sure that your little ones can be seen by drivers.
We would try to encourage parents to seek out for their kids is something light or reflective. But of course, if a kid wants to be a Darth Vader or, a witch or something, that's okay too. Just, have these glow sticks or a flashlight.
In Lexington, the trick-or-treating is set for 6 to 8 tonight. We have a list of dates and times for other cities at WKYT.com. A man wanted for a hit-and-run involving a school bus is in custody this afternoon. Deputies in Perry County arrested Gary Daniels early this morning. Dispatchers say Daniels led police on a chase that ended in a crash. Investigators say Daniels hit a school bus on Highway 28 in Perry County on Wednesday morning. No one was injured in that crash.
We're tracking a traffic alert in Lexington. That's where a crash shut down a roadway this morning. Police say just before 2 this morning, a UPS semi-truck rear-ended a cattle truck near Nandino Boulevard. They say several cows ran from the scene after the crash. One person in the UPS truck was taken to UK hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, at last check, all the cows have now been rounded up and the road is back open.
Investigators are still working to identify human remains found in a Lexington field. They spent much of yesterday at that field off Citation Boulevard. The coroner says investigators found more body parts from the same person. He says the remains appear to be those of a man and may have been in the field for as long as 9 months. The body has now been taken to the state medical examiner's office.
Kentucky State Police unveiled a new road sign honoring a fallen officer today. David Thomas Childs was a KSP Water Patrol officer. He was searching for 2 missing teens on the Kentucky River when currents swept the officer's boat over a dam in Frankfort. The teens were found safe. The new sign will mark Coffee Tree Road, Glens Creek Road, and the east and west connector in Franklin County. Don't forget, this weekend you set your clocks back 1 hour for daylight saving time. A new study shows that children's health would improve if we didn't lose the extra hour of daylight. Researchers in London, scientists found when it gets dark early, children are less active. Now, they looked at 23,000 children from 9 countries for that study.
For every extra hour of daylight in the evening, there was about a 5% increase in the children's physical activity.
The extra daylight could mean 2 more minutes of running around each day. Children only get a half an hour of vigorous activity a day, so even a little bit, they say, would help.
So that seems to be suggesting stay on daylight savings time. We almost do now.
Well, I know, but this weekend we change over.
Everybody remember, fall back. All right, new benefits from a healthy diet.
And a warning for dialysis patients with heart problems. Ebony Williams has details in this Better Living report.
Dialysis patients with heart issues need to choose their medications very carefully. Canadian researchers found some beta blockers are easily removed from circulation during dialysis. Doctors say patients who take medications impacted by dialysis are increasing their risk of premature death. People who follow a Mediterranean-style diet may reduce their risk of developing kidney problems. Researchers at Columbia University analyzed 900 people for 7 years. They found participants who consumed high amounts of fruits, vegetables, and fish had a 50% lower risk of developing chronic kidney disease and a 42% lower risk of experiencing rapid kidney function decline. And scratching really does make you itch more. Scientists in St. Louis have confirmed what mothers have said for years. A new study found scratching causes the brain to release serotonin, which intensifies the itch sensation. That's a look at some of the day's top health stories. Ebony Williams, CBS News, New York.